India sent a clear message to Washington: calm, firm, and unmistakable. According to a Bloomberg report, National Security Adviser Ajit Doval told US Secretary of State Marco Rubio that India would not be bullied on trade. Not by President Donald Trump, not by his aides, and not by pressure tactics. If needed, India was ready to wait out Trump's term. This message was delivered quietly in Washington in early September. It came at a tense moment. Ties between New Delhi and Washington were sharply strained. Just weeks earlier, President Trump had imposed a steep 50% tariff on Indian goods. He had also publicly criticized India's trade policies and its continued purchase of Russian oil. Ajit Doval's visit was not confrontational. It was strategic. Officials familiar with the talks say Doval made it clear that India wanted to move past the acrimony and return to serious trade negotiations. But he also drew a red line. India, he said, would not be pushed around. New Delhi had dealt with difficult US administrations before, and it would do so again if required. The timing mattered. Doval's outreach came soon after Prime Minister Narendra Modi met President Vladimir Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping. Washington was watching closely. India's message was simple: strategic autonomy is not negotiable. Partnerships matter, but pressure will not work. According to Bloomberg, Doval's intervention appeared to have an effect. On September 16th, President Trump called Prime Minister Modi on his birthday. He praised Modi for doing a tremendous job. By the end of the year, the two leaders had spoken 4 more times. The temperature slowly came down. This week, Trump announced that a trade agreement had been reached. US tariffs on Indian goods would drop from 50% to 18%. A punitive 25% duty imposed over India's purchase of Russian oil was also scrapped. Trump claimed India had agreed to buy $500 billion worth of US goods and cut tariffs on American imports to zero. So far, no formal document has been released by either side. Behind the scenes, India's long game is clear. Officials believe the US is a vital strategic partner. India needs American capital, technology, and defense cooperation to counter China and to achieve Prime Minister Modi's goal of becoming a developed nation by 2047. But Trump, they believe, is a phase. India's interests are permanent. Relations had begun to slide earlier after Trump claimed credit for ending an India-Pakistan clash. That claim was firmly rejected by India's army and by Prime Minister Modi himself. Modi later declined Trump's invitation to visit the White House when Pakistani leaders were hosted there. The arrival of new US Ambassador Sergio Gore in December helped stabilize ties. A close associate of both Trump and Rubio, Gore has repeatedly stressed the importance of India-US relations. The message from New Delhi remains consistent. India wants partnership, not pressure. Dialogue, not diktats. And on trade, India will move at its own pace.